Anna, how's life going, man? You seem to be zooming.
Yeah, I seem to always be on the move. It's honestly treating me way too well, and like all the love and support I'm getting through football, but honestly just being around the team, and they are just amazing people. I can't speak highly enough about them. They welcomed me in with open arms. I was super nervous at my tryouts, but that changed real fast. I mean, just like once everybody started going and talking, like it was the support that they gave everybody, and just like the atmosphere that you feel around everybody it's just amazing. I mean, it's so hard to explain just because it's such a good feeling around that team.
Yeah, and to deal with, you had, the tryout. So you felt comfortable right off the hop. Am I okay in saying that? You are, you're with these girls, women you don't really know, but everybody's kind of there for the same thing.
Yes, like, again, I was so nervous, but, like, again, once we started getting going, I put my cleats on, and everybody was like, all right, let's go. It was an immediate, comfortable feeling. We were all in the zone, there for our tryout, going through. We got to know a little bit about everybody, but it was just an instant, comfortable feeling.
How did it feel to hit somebody again?
Well, we didn't get some hitting in for a while, but being able to play football, run around for a little bit, and then once we did put the pads and helmet on, and being able to do that again was an amazing feeling.
You last played for the Elkers in 2021 when they won the silver medal, lost to Carn City in the championship game. Having said, so that was probably the last time you...
That was the last time I put helmet and pads on for them. I've missed football ever since, and again, just being able to do that again and with another amazing team. And I give all the credit to the Elkers, too. Yeah. I wouldn't be where I am today if I wasn't given the opportunity in Ridgeway and didn't have the teammates and the coaches that I had to keep me going and just remind me that, like, I can be here.
Yeah.
I can be there.
Yeah, when you were a sophomore, we did a story when that was 2019, you guys won the 4th district championship. And the thing that I remember most is, so that was my second year, but it was like, hey, there's a girl playing for the Elkers. And it's like, okay. That was my thinking. But having been a girl, I mean, you saw some girl, maybe a kicker here and there, but you were down in the trenches, girl.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, this is our honorary girl. This is, you earned the spot, and you were part of that team, and that's pretty awesome. And your teammates all felt the same way, and I'll post something to that story we had in 2019. But, Mark Heindel, the head coach, and everybody, first, when anybody was needed, Anna was the first to step up. That just shows character, buddy. So
I tried to step in as much as I can, and, my team never let up to, like, they always treated me like one of the guys. They didn't hit me any less harder, like, I mean, they knew I was there to play too, and, I mean, again, all the guys from Ridgeway, huge thank you to them too. Yeah. I mean, they made me a better player every day too, and again, treated me just like one of them. And
I remember there was a JV game. I'm not going to say it was it wasn't a hit that maybe should have been made, but somebody clipped you pretty hard in the back area.
Yeah.
And I have a picture, and I hope we have it running during this interview of you on the sideline. But damn, you got up and went out there again. So was there times where you felt like the boys didn't like you being out there against them?
I did get a little bit of talking from opposing teams. Yeah. Not really my team.
No.
Again, my team, they always have my back and everything. Opposing teams, I mean, they slowly started to find out that Ridgeway had a girl, and we'd get stuff here and there. And, my teammate, if they went up against the guy who said something, they would hit him a little harder. They always had my back, and they would say something. I would just try to give him an extra little shove.
Yeah, hey, tit for tat.
So yeah, right.
Speak. I do have to say that, and you told me you've kind of gone through a body transformation of sorts. You've lost some weight, and they got you in at defensive end, and I think you're going to be able to handle that spot. But just tell me a little bit about how you're feeling and how you got into the shape you're in, Anna, if you would.
Honestly, I think the mindset change was my senior year of softball. We were doing a sliding drill, And I'm pretty hard on myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't do very good on my first slide, so I was like, Dave Jones, he was like, anybody else want to go? And I was like, I want to do one more. My first one wasn't good. So here I go, going for my second one, trying to get one last good rep in. You know, gotta finish strong. And there I went, got my whole ankle, got a really bad high ankle sprain. Put me in a wheelbarrow to take me off the softball field because parking lots aren't very close to there. Right. So that was a good memory. Bad memory, but a really good memory.
And I do have a picture of you on your crutches.
Yeah, so that just kind of switched my mindset because I worked really hard my senior year of softball. I gave myself one goal, and that was to hit a home run before I graduated. And first game, hit a home run. So I was really taking in all the hard work I put in and everything, and then that kind of pushed me back, and I think I missed like 13 games or something, but I worked every day to get that going. So I was like, I can't train my legs.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going to train my upper body that way. Like I could still have a strong hit. So, that's kind of when it started. I mean, just probably not being able to play sports.
Yeah.
And, like senior year was kind of like my last chance to play sports. So that went, and then it just never stopped. I ran for days. Hills, anywhere. I was up at the football track, the gym, and then it just kind of went from there. I worked really hard, watched what I ate, counted the calories, all that, and I got where I wanted to be. And I still do a lot of training, and then with football now, it definitely helps. To keep my.
And speaking of that, it's like, okay, so, you know, again, this isn't a 24-hour professional career. However, the dedication is probably more so even than some athletes because you've got to get from point A to point B. And tell me a little bit about the practice schedule and how everything works for you.
So preseason, we do about 3 days a week. With work, I had to do like every other week I'd be there 2 practices. The next week I'd be there 3, 2, 3. But now it's 2 practices a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. If I don't have to work the next day, I try to stay with friends down in Indiana. I got some friends down at IUP. So I just stay there, which is nice. I get to go to football, do what I love, but then also get to see my friends that I don't get to see all the time.
And for those that wonder, you deliver mail.
Yes. So we kind of joke around my house saying that like I kind of live a double life. I'm here in Ridgeway delivering mail and working hard and loving my life here. But then when the time comes, I'm down in Pittsburgh and I have doing what I love down there. And I think I kind of just got used to the drive. It's not a very hard drive too.
Right.
Once you get used to it, just kind of put on my podcast and stroll on down to Pittsburgh, come on back. It helps. I carpool with a friend who was at my tryout, Cameron Rufner. She lives near Katanning, so I have to pass that exit anyway to get to Pittsburgh. So just stop in Katanning. I still have to drive an hour and 40 minutes to her, but it definitely helps when I don't have to drive that extra hour or 45 minutes that day.
Where do you guys practice at?
Right now we are at Stowe Rocks High School in McKees Rocks down in Pittsburgh.
And you guys will be playing your games at Slippery Rock U.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
And we have, there's quite a crew of students from this area down at Slippery Rock, although, the season will
I actually graduated with a lot of people who are down in Slippery Rock.
It's kind of crazy, and I just, again, going back to, one interesting thing I found, too. Well, let me go back to the tryouts again. How'd you find out?
So I had somebody tell me about a team down in Harrisburg, Harrisburg Havoc. And I thought in my mind, I was like, it'd be so nice to be part of that and play football again. But I was like, 4 hours, that's a long way.
Yeah.
But I didn't really know it was a thing, so I looked it up and I saw Pittsburgh had a team. And I sat on it for a while, and it was some random night. Went to my mom in the living room. I said, will you help me sign up for this? And so we sat down and got me to the tryout. And tryouts, again, I was nervous, but then once I was in there and comfortable, it got pretty quick.
How's the relationship? Because I did see, and we'll have some snaps, and there'll be things going along on the YouTube, for people to see rosters and stuff. But what's it like, the veterans and then you guys are rookies. How's that transition? Is it good? Are they welcome? You know what I'm saying. I mean, there can be a certain amount of, hey, rook or whatever, but how's that going for you?
If they tease us, it's honestly just a big joke.
Yeah,
like, we'll do something to be like, oh, rookie, you know, it's just a big joke. But honestly, the vets, they treat us no differently. They help us out as much as we can to get us where we need to be and learn the plays and whatnot. Mm-hmm. They're just a huge help. And I mean, a lot of my friends, they're all vets and everything. Yeah. So I clicked with them very well. All the vets, I love them to death.
It's kind of interesting, too, that, you know, as I was looking through things, the quarterback who was the MVP last year from Punxsutawney. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I was talking to her one day, and I said, I'm from Elk County Ridgeway. And she was like, oh, I'm from Punxsy. I said, that's perfect. I drive through Punxsy all the time. Mm-hmm. So we kind of connected there a little bit. I mean, it's just such a small world, but you don't realize it until those small world moments happen. She's amazing. She's an amazing human. Hell of a quarterback. Yeah. She's a smart quarterback. I mean, all of our quarterbacks are. Honestly, we have good quarterbacks who can throw and run the ball, which is nice too.
And that's the thing too. And we'll have links to some of the action and actually where to follow things this year. But one of the things is this football. This isn't your powder puff lingerie girls running around.
No.
This is some serious stuff, buddy. So when you see that intensity, that intensity, it's almost, I don't want to say it's like you girls got something to prove, but to the person that, oh, let's go watch some girls play. Nah, it's football, and that's about as intense as it is. There is no where girls playing a boys' game, is there?
Oh, no. It's definitely, if you want to watch some good football, definitely come down. We have some girls who can hit hard. That's for sure.
You know, you got your head coach, Teresa Kahn. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, Teresa, but she and Lisa Horton are co-head coaches, so to speak. And Teresa is one of the owners. And actually, there's a Franco Harris connection to you guys as well. But how's those ladies as coaches and what they bring to the table and how they communicate with you guys, Anna?
Honestly, they're a huge inspiration. They push us every day. Our coaches and any of our staff, they're there for you day or night. Mm-hmm. I mean, they are there for you whether it's about football or not, whether it's just everyday life and you're struggling a little. I know our coaches will be right there. Yeah. And I know Franco was like that too. He was willing to help any player. Yeah. But our coaches, honestly, they're amazing. And Coach Lisa, she likes to push us, which is good.
She's also a coach at Slippery Rock.
Yes.
Yeah.
She likes to push us. All of our coaches, Coach T too as well. They know how to get us if we're slacking a little. They know the right things to say to bring it up a notch, and you know, we definitely deliver for sure.
How you know, because the other day when we had talked on the phone, you had film study, and of course that's pretty serious. How's the technical aspect of the game from high school to here, the jargon, the schemes, all that? How pretty much the same, or are you just picking up things just because it's at a different level, Anna?
I've definitely learned so much, especially from my D-line coach, Kim Zabovic. She's our other defensive end. Obviously, I learned a lot in Ridgeway, but being able to take that step up and being able to be extra game smart is definitely a huge thing. I'm just trying to be a sponge and soak up as much as I can and make sure I know what I'm doing when I'm out there. But all of our coaches, they give us everything we need to make sure to do that. They make sure we have film up. They make sure we go over film as a team, make sure we're watching it on our own. Our coaches, all of our coaches, and our staff, they do a really nice job of making sure we have everything we need available to us and make sure we're ready for game time and make sure we're calm and ready to go. Yeah. It's amazing because we all clicked as one D unit is what we like to say because we're one unit. Sure. And especially our offense, they're doing a really nice job clicking together too. And we were watching film the other night, and it was cool to see that our defense literally moved all as one.
Yeah,
it was awesome. And our offense, they give us really good work. Shout out to the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they get me.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
Yeah.
They give me good work. They make sure we're ready, and us as D linemen and D unit in general, trying to make sure that our offense is ready. But yeah, we're definitely all clicking together as one, and high hopes for the season. And honestly, I love my teammates to death and have all my faith in them.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, last year 6-0, the season, the play, then a loss in the championship game for the Passion, which didn't go too well. Having said that, that's got to be driving to the veterans that are around, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're definitely. Some of the vets said it best. We're the team to beat this year. People are coming after us, and we just gotta play our game and stay focused and keep moving as one as we are in practice. And I have all the faith in my coaches and my teammates, and we just gotta have that as a team and be there together, whether we win or lose, have a bad play, make sure we pick everybody back up, just to keep driving through and keep getting there, and hopefully we get back to the championship. But at the end of the day, it's one game at a time, and again, everybody, we're the team to beat. But even with that on our backs and on our shoulders, we gotta make sure we stay focused and driven to just play our game.
What is the one thing that you hope, Anna, folks listening to this get out of it about not just the Women's Football League and this and that, but just, again, preaching that message of moving forward and all? I mean, it goes back to, you didn't really think you'd ever play football again after high school, did you?
Oh gosh, no, I definitely didn't think that opportunity would arise. I'm so happy to be not only on the team, but, support and promote the organization. Because it's not just football to me. It's I have a family now, a huge family that grew way big. Amazing coaches I have, but it's also promoting, women's sports in general, and just getting it out there that women, they don't need to just stay still. Trying to say it in a good way. That we can do just as much, and seeing, and again, being part of that team with just so many powerful and strong women is a really big inspiration as well. I'm looking forward to following what's going on.
Certainly cool to come to your abode here, meet your dogs and
your mom and sister. Quite the little circus here.
And we're gonna see what plays out here, my friend. You're a few days away.
It's coming up quick. Coming up quick.
When we do that, when we check in during the season, we'll look to maybe get a few more Passion folks involved with us, and let's make it happen. You're playing. You got to do this for you first, Anna. I mean, what support you got, and you can't say enough. I mean,
I can't thank this town enough, and Elk County in general. Enough. I mean, just to support, and I'm driving through town and I see Passion t-shirts.
And
that's everything awesome. Walking around, and it's just awesome being able to get that out here in such a small town as well.
I know what I forgot to ask you. How you feel after practices? You beat up a little bit? Or?
Sometimes pretty sore. I mean, it probably doesn't help that right after practice I got a 2-hour drive home. So when I'm sitting in that car, my body tightens up. So when I get out of the car, when I get to the house, I'm like, oh gosh, stretch it out a little. But sometimes sore. A lot of the time, it's just wakes me up. For sure. Which is good too, so I don't get tired on the way home. But and just that rewarding feeling that not only me try to put as much work as I can into that practice, but looking at the team as a whole, and every practice knowing we put in some good work, and we we did what we needed to do, and we put in the work that day.
Yeah, and if, things don't go well on Saturday, guess what? You're going to be back to work and do it again, right?
Yeah, don't stop. Train doesn't stop. Train keeps rolling. Train's always going to go. You just got to keep pushing no matter what happens, and just, if something needs fixed, we'll talk about it. We'll fix it. We'll practice it. You got to take a game at a time.
Yeah, and we'll have, in the description here, we'll have different links, and there's some things going by on the screen that, with the schedule and stuff. You guys play 3 on the road, then you're at home at Slippery Rock for 3 games, and that's just going to be kind of awesome. We encourage people to check it out and follow your story, Anna, because I think we got something big going here.
Yeah, I definitely want to try to get as many people to the games as possible. Not only to watch me, but to just watch the team as a whole, and pick out your own favorite players.
Yeah, it might be a couple of years next year. In a couple of years, you've got a few people from around here that drive down to practice and such.
Hopefully, I can get that out there too. Again, they're just not just a great team, but a great family to have, and I'm so happy to have that team behind my back, and to have that I have that team's back, and they're just. Love that team with my whole heart.
I see it in your eyes, buddy. Okay, now part of our discussions is I've got random questions, and since I don't have the studio built at home yet, I grabbed one for you. You ready for a random question? I'm ready. Okay. The last song you sang out loud.
Oh gosh, Country Girl by Zach Bryan while I was cleaning my room for you. Definitely, I was jamming out this morning. I woke up in a good mood. It's beautiful today, finally.
Yeah.
Cold weather's finally gone. Being able to spring air coming through the window.
Just letting it fly out loud, huh?
Listening to my country music. I had my speaker on. Just jamming away in my zone.
You get to ask me a question.
Oh, gosh. Trying to think.
And I'll do my best to answer if it's,
I think my favorite questions would have to be, what was your favorite moment being able to, follow all these sports? Or do you have, any favorite moments or highlights being able to follow all these sports all these years?
Probably the one that, the day that stands out more with me is Memorial Day in 2022, when the Rams won the district championship, and as soon as that wrapped up, I went over to the Heindel Field in Du Bois, and there you guys wrapped up the district championship. And that was, when you really think about it, 2 district champions, one day, it was Paper City Pride, Ridgeway, Johnsburg, but that has to be one of the coolest. It was just the fact that instantly leaving the boys game to get over, and I got there right at the first inning, and to see you girls just cheering and erupting, and then getting both teams together. That was probably the coolest day that I remember. Every day I always say, and then people kind of scoff, but every day, as Dan Patrick says on their show, every day is a Super Bowl. So this cross-country meet is no more important than golf or football, so you try to do that. But that was definitely a day that really stood out.
I remember that. I remember sitting there, and all the baseball boys came, and they sat in the bleachers in the outfield, and they were all sitting there with their medals. And I remember our coaches being like, "It's our turn. Let's get the softball and the baseball team some medals today." And our team definitely put in the work to do that.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that would be your favorite.
That was it. All right, my friend. Let us see how you're going to make out here. We'll keep in touch. And dude, it's just been, I'm getting old because I'm calling everybody dude. I don't know if that's an old man thing or what. But we're thrilled for you. Let's make some good things happen down with the Passion. And we'll have you back. Thank you, my friend.
I appreciate you, Bob. Thank you for all that you do.